Okay, girls, so in this lesson, you're going to be covering two chapters of your JAG Plus. So one of them is 8.2, using variables. So I'm going to do example work, example one, this one here, and this one is related to writing an expression to represent a worded problem, okay? So it says, suppose we use B to represent the number of ants in a nest, okay? So always when you're using algebra, you need to define your variables. So I'm going to do that first. I'm going to say let B, and I want you to notice something. I'm just paraphrasing what it says here. It already says, suppose we use B to represent the number of ants in a nest. So B, number of ants in the nest. And I'm going to write exactly the same thing here. So let B be the number of ants in a nest. Then it says, write an expression for the number of ants in the nest if 25 ants died. So if 25 ants died and I had been ants at the beginning, how many do I have at the moment? So I had B originally and 25 that died. So that's an expression that represents that worded problem that it says here. Then it says, write an expression for the number of ants in the nest if the original ant population double. I'm going to add something here just to see. Let be the number of ants in the nest originally. I'm going to put that just to be very clear that we have like a starting point and then other things are happening, okay? So I recommend that you pause the video, try to do them, and then watch my answers, okay? So it says, write an expression for ants in the nest if the original ant population double. So what you have to do here is I had B at the beginning and now it's double. That means that I have to multiply it, the original, by 2. Wonderful. Let's do C. Write an expression for the number of ants in the nest if the original population increased by 50. So if it increased by 50, I had B at the beginning and then increase it by 50. Then it says, what will it mean if we said that a nearby nest contained B plus 100 ants? So what does it mean? I'm going to write it down here. It means, I'm not going to write it all because it takes forever to write with these pens, but you can write it there. So it means that the nearby nest has 100 more ants. The nearby nest has 100 more. Oh, what a horrible has 100 more ants. Okay. Then E, what will it mean if we said that another nest contains B take away 1,000 ants? So that means that another nest has 1,000 less ants. I will put it than our nest. And I will say the same thing. A nearby nest has 100 more ants than our nest. And then let B be the number of ants in our nest originally. So you see how I just fixed something here. because I'm referring here to our nest, so I know that B is referring to our nest, and then I'm comparing these ones with our nest, and here we have a nearby nest and then we have another nest. Lastly, another nest is very poorly soiled, contains B divided by 2 ants. How much smaller than the original is this nest? So this nest, what will happen? This nest, or the another nest, has half of the population of ants that our nest has. Okay, wonderful, girls.